how to create a customer profile, unified customer profile? Once we have integrated all those individual profiles into a single individual object, the identity resolution plays an important role to create a unified customer profile. So how to create a unified customer profile? We will take example of identity resolution. We will ingest individual objects, we would write some rule sets, and we would be creating individual profiles, unified individual profiles. So let's start with our new concept today, which is known as identity resolution. Identity resolution, we will be writing rules to integrate all those individual profiles of a same customer into a single unified individual profile. We'll click on create new rule set and click on next option. Once we click on next option, select the data model object you want to unify. The data model object to which we have mapped all the source profiles is individual object. So we will click on individual object, and you can define a rule set name, that is people rule set ID, that is PW unified individual profiles. So click on next option. Now once you click on next option, you have to define the rule set name, which will be any name as per your will. Then you go down, you see that the process will create these many data model objects. Like you have individual, then you have individual contact point email, contact point address, contact point phone, contact point social. The same way you will have unified individual, unified individual email, unified individual phone, contact point address of unified individual, and the similar objects which you had for individual you will have for unified individual, because the individual object will only contain the individual ID. But if you want to get individual's email address, you have to go to individual's contact point email. For example, you have data model, you go to data explorer, open the data model. Once you open the data model, search for individual here, you will be able to find individual details. You will be able to find individual details. You have individual ID here. But if you pick any individual ID, open a different data explorer, you would be able to explore their profile related data. For example, you want to have email address of this particular individual, you have a link object which is known as contact point email. Okay, in this contact point email, you will get the email address of the individual's profile. You will get the email address of the individual's profile. Email address of the individual profile. Similarly, you go to contact point phone, you will get phone number of that individual's profile. You will get phone number of that individual's profile. So you will get phone number associated for that individual profile. So the same way unified individuals will also be created. These all are the objects which are resultant objects of identity resolution. So we'll click on save option and let it process. So here the people who identity resolution rule set is created. Now we have to define matching rules. That means how we can tell system to unify matching individual IDs. How we can tell system to unify matching email IDs, or you can say matching individual IDs, not email IDs, matching individual IDs. So we'll click on configure option and click on next option. So now you have to define matching rule. So Salesforce has already provided few suggestions. For example, fuzzy name, normalized email. Fuzzy name, what is a fuzzy? Fuzzy means near to accurate email. For example, my name is Harshit Suri. So in any website, suppose I'm working for Amazon. Okay, Amazon is implementing this use case. So I have created one login on their website with Harsh Suri, and then I have downloaded their app where I have my name as Harshit Suri full name. Then I might be using another application of Amazon where I have Harshit only. So this is near matching names, Harsh, Harshit. So you have to you cannot have every customer providing you accurate names. It happens with big enterprise, because a big enterprise gets millions and billions of customer data, millions and billions of customer profile. If they keep on marketing each and every profile, their cost would be a lot. The same way I have created multiple profiles on Amazon, the same way you might have created. If a billion has created duplicate profile, then there will be 2 billion profiles. They have to pay extra 1 billion to the Salesforce marketing cloud or Salesforce for marketing those duplicate profiles. This is a serious problem which Data Cloud has solved. So it has provided some matching rules like fuzzy name. A customer's name can be fuzzy, like he can be Harshit or Harsh, but he might be having Suri as the last name. But across platforms, he will be having almost similar email ID. Or you can have, matching rules with phone, with email, with address. Lots of different matching rules are there. So it is essential to discuss this with your client. Whatever client you are working with, you tell how their data is present. In our system, we just have name and email address as a practice purpose. But when you're working for enterprise, you might be having their address, their phone number, their normalized email, their address, social address, lots of different things they would be storing. So there, the identity resolution would be more accurate. If you consider more rule sets, the identity resolution would be more accurate. But for now, what we will do, we will choose fuzzy name and normalized email. We will choose fuzzy name and normalized email. So individual, the first name, that means we have to set the precision as well. You want to exact match the first name or low precision. Instead of Harshit, I can have HAR as well to be considered. Medium precision, HARS to be considered. High precision, HARSHI should be considered. So this is actually, AI precisions. At the back end, Salesforce has implemented AI. That accuracy rule you have to provide here so that AI can accurately identify the customer. Then you have last name. So you can have a very specific rule set that no matter their first names are, fuzzy, but last name should be exact. If my surname is Suri, generally what happens is, if somebody's name is Siddharth Chopra, then what they do, they provide Sid Chopra. They won't play with their surname. They would play with their first name. They have their nickname, but surname would always be common, would always be same. So if you want to have exact match for last name, that is not bad. But if this also you want to have a medium low precision, you can do. But let's keep it exact. Then email address, you want to have exact or exact normalized. For example, somebody is Siddharth Chopra. He might have sidchopra@gmail.com or siddharth.chopra at gmail.com. Sid Chopra or Sid.Chopra. So these are the different suggestions, value suggestions, which AI would look in order to normalize that. in order to create unified individual profile. So what we have to do, we have to select if it should match exactly or should be normalized. For having normalized, you have to actually have the data with quality. Before getting that data to data cloud, you should take some quality measures so that AI don't get confused. After all, it is not a human. It won't call that person and to validate if it has the same email address. So you have to make some data quality measures. You have to initially check if the email address customer has provided is validated correct or not by giving some double opt-in URLs, by sending OTPs. You have to validate that. Those are the data quality measures you have to take. Then only you can have exact normalized, or if you are very sure that the email address are all correct, you can have exact. We will have exact normalized as the criteria and click on next option. Once we click on next option, you can click on save. Once you save this, the rule sets are being updated. The rule sets are being updated. Once these rule sets are updated, what we will do, we'll go back to identity resolution. This is the identity resolution which we have created, and we can click on update status. So what it is doing is, it is creating the resolution rules and would identify matching individual IDs based on fuzzy first name, based on exact last name, based on normalized email, and would create unified individual profiles. If you go to data model, you will also find unified individual objects enabled. If not now, it would be enabled very soon when the reconciliation rules would work. So you see that unified individual objects are available now. Once you have created something for the rule set, unified individual objects are getting created and their data is getting calculated. So you can go to Data Explorer. Once the reconciliation rules are over, you go to Data Explorer, go to Data Model Object, open Unified Individual Object. Like individual, you have Unified Individual Contact Point Address, Contact Point Mail. You will have a Unified Individual Object as well. This is the Unified Individual. You will be able to find Unified Individual IDs. So how to get good result of unified individual? You have to make sure that you have matching records across systems. You have this SFDC account on which data cloud is enabled. You create few of the matching profiles. Then you have integrated your own Salesforce. You create some lead and contacts there as well, matching, have some common email addresses. Then you have Salesforce Marketing Cloud as well. You got subscriptions there, all subscribers there. You have some matching profiles in all subscribers. Then you have to see that all those are mapped to individual objects having different IDs. Then for those common, those common customers having different individual IDs but having normalized email, exact last name, fuzzy first name, you have to identify that if system has created a unified profile or not. So guys, we cannot move further if this unified individual profile is complete, because based on this we will be working on different activities present in data cloud which are calculated inside activation, segmentations, and a lot more. This will take around 2 to 3 hours for reconciliation to work, for AI to predict all these things and create unified individual profiles. Till that time, we have to wait.